One of the questions I get most often when I speak at travel and tourism conferences is, what's the difference between over-tourism and unbalanced tourism? So today, I thought I'd take just a few minutes and tackle that one. I think we can all relate to traffic, so let's use that for comparison. If we're talking about a traffic jam or traffic congestion, that usually happens in most cities, and it usually happens along specific stretches of road at certain times of the day. Now, if you're sitting in a traffic jam, that road at that time of day is experiencing the equivalent of over-tourism. This is very similar to a long line of people waiting to enter an attraction, or crowds at a specific beach or walking street. It's just too many people in one place at one time of day, which is more than the natural capacity of it can handle. Unbalanced tourism would be like the city's roads management's holistic view of the traffic jam as they consider other options to balance out the demand on that road. They might consider things like increasing the number of buses, ferries, frequency of subways, price of subway tickets, adding a bicycle lane, maybe adding an express lane for carpooling, or a tunnel that allows through traffic a direct way to cross the city underground. Those would be tools to alleviate the congestion. So while over-tourism describes a specific overcrowding event, unbalanced tourism is more of a management's view that considers all the demands and possibilities about how to fix it using other tools and resources, because the crowding isn't everywhere, unless it is. Now, in some fairly rare cases, some cities at certain times of day and peak seasons are so inundated with tourists that the entire city, like Venice or Dubrovnik or San Gimignano, is overrun and there's almost no place to escape the crowds. In such situations, you could say the entire city is suffering from over-tourism. But here's the problem. For those cities that have tourism congestion here and there at certain times of day in peak season, which is to say almost all cities, they should be using visitor management techniques like dynamic pricing and time-ticketed entry and pop-up mini attractions like food truck tastings to help disperse the crowds. Instead, they compare themselves to the worst-case scenarios like Venice or Dubrovnik, and they say, well, that's over-tourism, and we don't have that, so we don't really need to fix it. And that would be a mistake. No one likes crowds of tourists, so as tourism continues to grow, destinations need to dedicate more time and effort to spreading out visitors and relieving congestion with careful planning, community engagement, infrastructure development, and regulatory measures to ensure that tourism contributes positively to a destination's economy and environment, while still delivering the highest possible quality of life to the locals, as well as a great visitor experience. That's it. Until next time.